Hong Kong government says that as of 1 o'clock today, 3,000 people have been tested in this rather small part of the Jordan area in Kowloon. Now, this is one of quite a number of compulsory testing drives that have been done in recent times in affected areas in Hong Kong. But it's the first time a neighbourhood has been shut down. People have been asked to stay in their homes for at least 48 hours, and they are not allowed to leave unless they get tested. This came into force early this morning, though it had been mooted yesterday and there were news reports of it. There was actually no official declaration given to the residents and businesses in this neighbourhood in Jordan, and there's quite a bit of anger over that. There is quite a lot of anger all over Hong Kong, not just in the neighbourhood itself, over what seems to be a rather chaotic implementation of this. There are upwards of 2,000 police and health officials involved in this, but as I said, the people were not given any particular notice about it beforehand, and it is very much in line with the Hong Kong government's handling of the pandemic so far, where they have not been very forthcoming with details, and in some cases they have actually been prioritising certain sectors, particularly business sectors that have been linked to clusters, and punishing others. Now, this particular outbreak is related to the neighbourhood, which is predominantly populated by Hong Kong's South Asian communities, such as people from India, Nepal, Bangladesh, and there have been a number of cases in recent times. The Hong Kong's fourth wave has jumped up a little bit more in the last few weeks, but the cases are still fairly stable. They're on average about 50 a day. There's no exponential rise. The Hong Kong government said that they did find sufficient traces in the sewage in the area to indicate that the Covid-19 is still spreading. But this is a case where people are being left at very short notice, and this is a very, very low-income neighbourhood where people cannot necessarily afford to go a couple of days without working. They could possibly even lose their jobs, and the Hong Kong government has not been very forthcoming either on whether it will give any compensation to businesses or people there. They just simply said that they hope that employers can be understanding with regard to this. So there has been quite a lot of anger among Hong Kongers and among Hong Kong's opposition.
Oliver Farry there in Hong Kong. Well, in the UK, the government's top scientific